What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the playback. And let me tell you something. This live is going to give you everything that you need to stop getting stuck in a feedback loop. This is going to give you everything you need so you stop having negative things happen back to back to back. This is going to give you everything you need to the point where you won't say it's one thing after another. Okay? Now, first thing that I want you to understand is that in this life, in this realm, in this simulation, whatever it is that you are seeing happen to your life, it is because, number one, your lack of creating your own life. So you've been giving a script that you don't really resonate with and it's pretty random. Number two, if you have been thinking negative, if you have been at a dislike of your reality and where you are, you're only going to get worse of it. What I mean by that is, if you say, oh man, I can't wait to move out of here. Like, I just can't stand it. I just can't, like, everything about this house just irks me. Everything. When you say things like that, you're not only talking about the house that you're living in. What you end up creating is a pendulum. You end up creating a reality for yourself where even when you do move, that next place that you move to isn't even going to give you what you thought it was going to give. It's probably going to give you problems because of a belief that you created on yourself that you thought was only for this setting, but it's a belief in your lifestyle. And then you're going to wonder why every home I move to is just, you're going to think the house bad luck. The house isn't bad luck. It's your thoughts. It's your belief about things. Another thing that I want to say too is, if you are saying, a lot of y'all say permanent things about yourself. A lot of y'all say things like, you'll never get money, or it's just not in your astrology, it's just not in your numerology, it's just not in your energy, like your whole family. You cannot speak these things of yourself. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand about feedback loops is that there will come times in your life where people will come into your life and try to trigger you. Now, everything is a choice because every choice leads to another forking path in a new timeline. So every time you make a choice, you are creating a new timeline, you ever seen those movies where every choice led into a different version of that reality? This is the same thing here. So when you tell yourself that you want to be abundant, you want to be wealthy, but then you make a choice out of lack, the reality in the alternate reality that you just maneuvered to isn't an abundant one. It's a lack one, and you go deeper into these spirals. Now, another thing that I need you to realize is that people will come into your life and try to trigger you. But again, every choice is the most important thing. So when you decide that when that person comes into your life to make you feel a type of way, and you say, I'm not going to give anyone my energy, what ends up happening is when that person comes with their negative energy, what they're trying to do is get energy out of you, whether they are conscious of it or not. You see, there's a thing in the Matrix that talks about people who are not conscious of what's going on with them, and they are easily used by the Matrix. Sometimes you are used by the Matrix, and this is what I mean, and I'm gonna get back to my original point. When you aren't conscious of your mind and you allow things to get you emotional, you become an agent too. Because instead of having control over your reactions, you're allowing the Matrix to get you to react just the way they want you to, and then you know what happens? You go and put that energy on someone else. Now, getting back to the main point of someone making you react. When you decide that this person who has this pendulum that's causing this energy, this is their energy right now when it's chaotic, right? But then when you respond to them, you make the pendulum go wider. You make the pendulum go wider and swing with more energy, right? But when you start to go to them and you don't allow their negative energy to get to you, you slow the pendulum down almost to a standstill. Now, this is what you have to understand. There are people coming to you with negative energy, but it's about how you respond that creates the next version of your reality. I want you to think about life as if things only load when you walk into the door. So you have to realize that your next scene in your life, like a film, you know how they have the film that they develop? you that next scene in your life, the film hasn't really been developed yet. It's only based off of your choice. And the thing about it is, let's say that film, you have, a movie. When you watch a movie, it's like you're watching it scene by scene, but the film has every single thing like happening simultaneously. When you look at that film, you can jump from different frames and you can choose which part of the movie you want to be in. Now, the problem with it is that you allow the outside world to get inside. You allow the outside world to create through you. And this is what I mean. When you allow the outside world to get you upset, you allow it to get internally in your body to the point you have a reaction, and then that reaction is the seed to your next scene in your life. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? Is this making sense in life? Are you understanding what I'm saying? That's my question. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Yes, you guys are understanding. Okay, great. Go ahead, comment down below if you're understanding. I need to see the text. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Now listen, I wrote an intention down today, and I need y'all to understand that my intention, I'm gonna read my intention so y'all can understand where you play your part in this. My intention for this live is to attract people who have subconsciously given their power away to the paradigm. I will make them aware and enlighten them. Thank you for the super chat. So listen, thank you for the roses. This live is specifically for people. Like, I need y'all to understand that I love y'all so much. I don't know why I'm about to get emotional. I need y'all to understand that I love y'all so much. And this is why I'm telling you this, because I was once that person. 2-3 years ago. And the reason why I'm saying this too is like, I want to let y'all know some of the things that I've manifested. This is about to be a full-on class and lecture. So if you're ready to walk out of this live, it's a solar eclipse too. If you're ready to walk out of this live and shift, because quantum mechanics and quantum physics is real. If you are ready to walk out of this live and shift into the new person that you need to be, I want you to say, something amazing is happening to me. Or you can say, something miraculous is happening to me. What I need you to understand is that this is a computer. This is a simulation. This is a video game. And as long as you keep your open mind to the idea that everything is malleable, you will become powerful again. You see, I became a victim to life because I started to think that life was happening to me when in reality, I was causing it. Okay? So if you're in this live, it's because at some point you have given your power away, but that's okay. I'm going to remind you of it, and we're going to take all our energy back. Okay? So the first thing that I need you to understand, because first thing, before we even, thank you to my ancestors, boy. Before we even get into it, I got to tell you where you left your energy. I got to tell you where you left your energy, okay? You've been thinking about an ex. You've been thinking about a situation that went wrong for you in the past. You've been thinking about shit that went bad, or you've been overthinking about your life and negative things that happened, and you're like, did it happen because of this? Did it happen because of this? You're too busy thinking about all of the negative things that have happened into you, or that has happened to you, and it's causing you to get stuck in a loop. Because when you start thinking about the negative things that happen to you, subconsciously, you're going to start scanning your mind. And is it because of this? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Is it because of this? What I need you to do is I need you to forget it. I need you to forget it. Oi, amiga, ¿cómo va? What's up, Vic? Oi, Vic, ¿cómo va? So what I need you to understand is that you've left your energy in the past. because that's all you think about is the things that went wrong. So because you've been thinking about all the things that went wrong, that's where your energy is stuck at. And then because you're thinking about all the things that went wrong, you're subconsciously creating a belief about yourself as if you're incompetent. You're also subconsciously creating a belief about yourself as if you always make mistakes, or as if it's your fault, or as if just all of these negative things about yourself that you just keep beating yourself up. You're starting to ask yourself, do I have bad luck? Is it me? Am I overthinking? And it's like, you don't have bad luck, but you're causing bad luck upon yourself by thinking you have bad luck. You know, bad luck is a mental thing. You can have good luck if you believe you have good luck. That's how powerful the brain is. You see, in our last live, I explained to you what I discovered about African voodoo. And what I discovered about African voodoo and African spirituality is that your head is the center point of consciousness. And this is something that I want to explain to you from African spirituality, but it also confirms what we're talking about here today. Thank you, Vegan, for the lightning bolts. What it confirms here today, African spirituality, is that God himself, or God itself, can't even bless you if your head isn't on right. So you guys are probably thinking, no, God is going to get me right. God is going to do me good. God can't bless you if you're getting in the way of your own creation. Because guess what? Your mind is the creative. So if your head is constantly in negativity, send me the sample, Zero. Send it to me in my DM. If you are negatively thinking about things, it doesn't matter how much God or your ancestors want something from you. You're creating this reality for yourself. Okay? Now, before we can talk about how to manifest, how to do this, I first have to make you aware of where you've gone wrong. Okay? Now, the first thing that is wrong is you have to completely ignore anything negative. When your mom tell you about who died around the corner, or this person got into a car accident, you have to literally rebuke. Like, I know you're gonna be like, oh, here we go. But it's crazy. I thought, see, let me tell you what's good about me teaching this, because I've had the full-on spiritual belief, and then I got back to earth and I got grounded, and then I had the spiritual belief again. I'm at the spiritual belief again because guess what? Being grounded and realistic never gave me the results that I wanted. Working super hard never gave me the results that I wanted. So a lot of y'all are thinking the key to life is working as hard as you possibly can. But let me tell you something. The hardest working person is most likely not even wealthy. The people who work their 9-to-5 jobs, I believe, are more hardworking than some of these multimillionaires. So the answer is not hard work. That belief is a limitation that has been placed onto you by capitalism. The more you work, the more hours you get, the more bonuses. That is a limitation. And let me tell you why. It's a limitation because you believing that the more you work hard is your belief in the physical. The more you physically put in, the more you will physically get out. But according to neuroscience and Joe Dispenza, when you try to change matter with matter, it takes longer. It's not that it don't work. We're not going to say that hard work doesn't work. It works, but it takes you longer. And it's more weight on your body. It's more weight on your bones. It's more than you think. You see, let me give you an example. Kobe Bryant worked harder than Michael Jordan. But who's bigger? Kobe Bryant worked harder than Michael Jordan. And this is from his trainer. This is not me just being like, oh, Kobe Bryant. This is from his actual trainer, Tim Grover. Tim Grover said the difference between Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan worked smarter, Kobe Bryant worked harder. Michael Jordan would go on and enjoy his life, go drink, go gamble, go smoke his cigars. Kobe Bryant was like, I am just going to be locked into the gym. But who was better? Who had more impact? Exactly. Now, let's continue to talk. Let's continue to talk. Let me tell you why working hard isn't actually the answer. Working hard causes you to neglect yourself. And anytime that you neglect yourself, you've already been set back because you being overly focused on work. Now, you can be obsessed, but you have to have a work-life balance. And let me tell you what I mean by this. Now, some multimillionaires or some wealthy people may be like, no, you gotta be super, super, super into your money. Listen, let me tell you something. Take this from somebody who's had multimillionaire mentors, and those multimillionaire mentors actually set me further from my goal than they helped me. Are you hearing me? The multi-millionaire mentors set me further away from my goal than they helped me. And let me tell you why. The reason why they set me further away from my goal is because we are in a new age where we are starting to understand quantum mechanics. We are starting to understand energy. We are starting to understand spirituality. Whereas these mentors or these people who have made millions of dollars and they're in their 40s and 50s, y'all came from a belief system of the more you work, the more you get. So you started to think that you have to be missing sleep. You started to think that you have to be feeling super tired for you to feel worthy. So now you've equated your worthiness to how much you do. Are you hearing me? You've equated your worthiness. And remember, your worth is everything. How you view yourself and how you view how much you're worth or your value is completely connected to how much money you make. So if you don't work a lot today, you're not gonna feel like you deserve money. But there are multimillionaires who don't work certain days and they still get paid. How are you ever going to accept the belief of making money in your sleep if you do not believe that you are valuable when you're not working? I'm smiling because I know I just ate. I'm smiling because I know I just ate. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the gifts. I know I just ate. How are you ever going to make money in your sleep if you don't even feel worthy of making money when you do nothing? You feel like you always got to be doing something. You know where you get that from? When a boss walks around or when your mom walks around and you chilling, they don't like to see you resting. They don't like to see you chilling. So they try to force you to do something. They try to force you to work. So you feel like you have to always be doing something in order to feel worthy because of the authorities figures that you've had in your life. Whenever you see your boss, you act like you're doing something. You act like you're doing something. But if you already got the job done, why are you acting like you're doing something? Because if it looks like you're doing nothing, to them, it's going to look like you don't deserve to get paid, or you're going to feel like you got in trouble. Now, let's continue to talk about this, right? Because before you can ever understand manifestation or creating your own reality, you first have to attack the limitations of your mind. And this is the problem. We all are watching on TV and on YouTube, oh, this is how you manifest, but nobody is ever talking to you about, well, first, before you can ever create, you got to destroy. But what are we destroying? We are destroying the limiting beliefs that we've had before. Here's another thing. If you aren't able to keep your focus on one thing, it's going to be very hard to create and manifest. Let me tell you why. When you are meditating, meditation is one of the best ways to manifest, because meditation is basically full on accumulating all your energy and sending it to your manifestation. Okay? So when you are visualizing and when you are meditating and you're trying to put the picture of what you want into your life in your mind, but your mind keeps drifting away, that means that you don't have full control over your mind. That means that when you are going through your day-to-day life, you are tuning out and you're not 100% present. You're allowing these thoughts to take you somewhere else and somewhere else. And then these thoughts are now being created. They're now coming into your physical reality. That's why you have to be able to direct yourself when you get out of order. So whenever you start to see yourself drift, what I consider a success is when you can pull yourself back into focus. So an exercise that I did today is I closed my eyes and I imagined leaves falling down, right? And I did it 20 times. Now here's the kicker. If you're trying to imagine something, but in the middle of your imagination, your mind goes left, guess what? You got off track. You couldn't even finish the manifestation. So a lot of y'all are saying manifestation don't work, but you're not really working it. You don't have control over your mind. You thought when they said having control over your mind, it just meant to think for yourself? It just meant to not think what everybody else was thinking? No. To have control over your mind means to be conscious and mindful of every single thought that is going through. Because what is causing you to have a negative life and having negative things coming into your life is the fact that, exactly, Nina, you gotta tame that dog. You gotta tame that dragon. You gotta tame that animal. You have to tame your body. For example, when I talk about taming your body, when you meditate, the first thing your body wants to do is grab your phone. My love, you got a lot of work to do. Your mind, your spirit has not tamed your mind nor your body. But you expect your life to be exactly what you imagine? You can't even go through your whole imagination without thinking about what happened on Instagram. You can't even go through your whole visualization without you thinking about what you trying to eat tonight, fat ass. You fat back. So until you can 100% go through, let's call it a movie, okay? You got a movie created for your life, right? You made a movie for your next scene of life. And this is the thing too. I think a lot of y'all are too busy trying to manifest the bigger goal. I think you should have that in mind, but I think you need to be manifesting things in chunks, okay? Manifest things in chunks. So first thing, I know you want 100 million subscribers, but if you're at 5,000, manifest 10,000 first, okay? Manifest 10,000. And then once you manifest 10,000, you want to think about this like basketball. If you ever played sports before, you'll understand that all you need to do is get a layup in. If you know basketball, if you get a layup in, then your confidence will go up. So if you start to manifest something small, you're going to build your belief system. You're not going to have as much doubt because you're going to feel like, oh, I did it once. It's something small, but I did it, right? So once you see the ball go into the hoop, now you've seen it one time, it's going to be easier for you to do it again. Now here's the kicker. When you get a little bit of progress, you have to celebrate that progress. You have to make that progress a big deal. You have to think about that progress. You gotta obsess about that progress, because what you want to do is you want to reinforce that positivity into your mind, so that way your mind is recognizing, hey, it works. It works. Keep thinking about it. Even if today you only gain 10 subscribers, that is confirmation that your reality is shifting. Right? Because if you say, oh my God, I got 10 new, to anybody else it may be small, so that's why maybe you don't need to share this with people, but oh my God, I got 10 new subscribers, yeah, it's working. Keep amping yourself up. This is live, y'all. It's working. Yes, oh my God, I knew it. Keep giving yourself proof. Keep giving yourself energy, because everything is energy. Everything is energy. The more you feed the energy into it, it's like a snowball effect. The more momentum, because this is a momentum game. The more momentum that you get going into this, the more bigger the manifestations get. But the problem is that when you start getting momentum, when the challenge comes that tries to get you into a negative, you have to. They just trying to test me. They just trying to get me off my game. I'm telling you the key. I'm telling you the key. Listen, y'all, if you want to learn quantum mechanics or quantum physics, and this is actually helping you understand how to truly manifest in a practical way, what I need you to do is DM me to join my mystery school. My mystery school is only $28, and my goal is to educate people on how to truly control their life and make the dream reality happen for them. At 21 years old, my father passed away at 18 years old. I went to college in 2018. By 2019, I dropped out. By 2020, I blew up on Instagram and TikTok. By 2021, I was a six-figure earner at 21 years old, traveling the world on private jets. I'm telling you, this works, y'all. I have the proof. I have the vlogs. I'm telling you what works. Look me in my eyes. I would never lie to you. And I'm so grateful that I was able to see it. And every day what I did was I focused on journaling. That's another thing. When is the last time that you journaled? You see how I told you I wrote an intention? When was the last time that you did something and you set an intention before you did it? You haven't been working with your energy all the way, love. I'm telling you, that's what you've been missing. You haven't been working with all of your energy. Somebody said, I bought your ebook about 2 years ago. That ebook made me over $20,000 at the age of 21. I'm telling you, I'm no different than you. All I did was learn how to manifest. I learned quantum mechanics, quantum physics at a young age. That's all I did. And I'm trying to educate you on it. But here's the thing. You cannot think that once you learn that that's it. Somebody said, so why we gotta wait? Why we gotta pay you? I'm gonna teach you like this, okay? Now, there are laws of abundance. All right. And if you are the type of person where you want things for free, you cannot get mad when people are demanding the same thing from you. When you are always wanting things at a lower value, at a lower cost, you are subconsciously signaling to the universe that you don't have enough. Because if you had more than enough, paying would never be a question. And this is what I mean by doing forks in the road, right? Now, if you go to the store and you say, you know what, I need to get some tissue paper, right? And there's two different types of tissue paper. This tissue paper is $1.99. This tissue paper is $4.99. And in your mind, the reason why you're making this choice is because this is simply cheaper. Even though that you know that this value isn't the same as a $4.99 one. What you did was just create a fork in the road where from this point on, you're going to continuously pay for things at a cheaper price because you think that you have to save your money because you are in fear that you won't get more. I was once that person. That's why I don't get mad at you when you say, why we gotta pay you. I empathize with you because I understand you may be at a point right now where you don't 100% understand the energy of money. So I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to empathize with you. So when you don't want to pay for things, you are signaling the reason why is because you don't have enough or you are afraid that you won't get it back. I stopped being fearful of money. And that's another thing. I started to realize that money is like a woman. Money is like somebody that you're courting and that you're dating. If you're always calling a woman or calling someone and you're like, man, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, you're eventually going to piss them off. You're eventually going to annoy them, right? But when you call somebody and they don't answer, you're like, all right, cool. I'm gonna leave them be. I'm gonna go do me. I'm gonna go work on myself. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go write. I'm gonna go journal. you are naturally re-attracting that person because you went back into your energy. But when you're always calling, you're always trying to check into their energy, taking you out of yours, and you're already giving them yours. So when you're already giving them your energy without them having to be present, why do they need to be present? If you're already chasing someone without them even having to flirt with you, without them even having to give you energy, without them even having to give you time, and you're giving them all that attention, why do they need to give you time? Okay? Now, another thing that I want to say too is, when you are chasing something, you are naturally repelling it away. If someone was to chase you, what would you naturally do? Even if you don't know them, if somebody just started running towards you, you're naturally going to run. You're not gonna be like, oh, welcome. No, you're gonna be like, wait, why are we running? Why are we running? You're going to get in survival mode. You get what I'm saying? Now, back to what I was saying. If you want to join my mystery school, if you want to learn more from me, if you want me to break down the books that I've been reading, breaking down quantum mechanics, quantum physics, if you feel like this is helping you, just DM me below or DM me on my account, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, and I'll send you the link. For my people on YouTube, the link is it should be already there. All right, let me actually put it in there. And we about to continue going. I just had to do that quick break, but we about to continue going. Comment down below if this is helping you understand quantum mechanics and how to actually manifest. Comment down below. Comment down below if this is helping you understand. Comment down below if this is, it's in the bio, it's in the description, but I'm gonna put it in the chat too. Oh, I'm feeling good already. No shit about to change. Something miraculous is happening to me. Keep saying that. Keep saying that. Keep saying that. Something miraculous is happening to me. Keep saying that. Something miraculous is happening to me. All right, we about to get into it. We about to keep going because I can feel the energy. I can feel the energy rising. Something miraculous is happening to me. Okay? All right. Now, somebody said how to control your emotions. The first thing that I would say is that when you find yourself, thank you for the rose, when you find yourself genuinely about to crash out, genuinely about to tweak, you have to catch yourself. You have to remind yourself that if I react emotionally, I am going to fuck my life up even more. Like, you genuinely have to tell yourself that if I react, I am only going to create more fucked up scenes in my life. Because what happens is that you're not understanding what's the word when you're not understanding not the complexity, but like how important, like what's that word? You're not understanding how detrimental it is to your life when you react negatively to things. It is very detrimental. Very detrimental. And this is why I'm trying to make you aware. Are we lagging on TikTok? Are we lagging on TikTok? But y'all can still hear the message though. It's not stopping the message. As long as y'all getting the message, we good. Another thing too is if it's lagging. So if it's lagging, another thing too is this will be posted on my YouTube with no lag, all clear. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing that I want to talk about with manifestation too is that, you know, when I ask you what's going on with life, you can tell me everything that's going wrong. You can tell me everything that's going wrong, but you can't tell me what's going right. You can't tell me what it is that you're trying to create in your life in full detail, but you can tell me everything that's going wrong in full detail. And that's the problem. The fact that you know more about the negativity and you're more aware of the negativity, you have every detail about the negativity, but you don't have a lot of detail about what you want to happen. Okay, I get it. You don't like the place that you're in, but where do you want to live? What does it look like? What color are the floors? What color are the walls? You get what I'm saying? And then another thing I want to tell you too is that when you're manifesting and you're visualizing, you don't want to just visualize a place, a house. Like, you want to actually visualize yourself in the house, mopping the floors, like doing very mundane tasks in the home. Because if all you do is look at the picture of the home and you manifest and you visualize it in your head, you're not really telling the universe that it belongs to you. You're just telling the universe that this is the house that you're eventually going to see. This is the house that you're eventually going to be in. But you're not understanding that you may just be manifesting it for somebody else. That's why it's important that when you visualize, you have to visualize in grave detail. You have to do mundane things in your visualization to reinforce that it's yours. So my favorite thing to do is, mop the floors in the house, cook the floors in that new house that you know what I'm saying? Another thing that I would say too is that if you're manifesting a new car, visualize yourself like putting gas in it and washing it and doing these small little things. You see, when we visualize, we just faintly daydream. Oh, I'm just speeding off in my Range Rover. No, what are the real life things that you're going to do? Because you need to make this familiar to yourself. Okay? And when you visualize too, you want this to get emotion. You want to feel the excitement. Hold on, TikTok just tweaking a little bit. You want to feel the excitement. You want to feel, what is this really going to feel like for me? What is this energy really going to do for me? And that's how you embody it. Now, another thing too that I want to say is that I'm not against working hard. You just have to know what you're working hard on. You should be working hard on yourself, then working hard on the work. Now, what does this mean? Working hard on getting rid of these limitations. Like, for example, the fact that you think that the only way money comes is through putting in so much effort and hard work is the reason why you only get money after you struggle. I need you to get rid of the belief that you are only worthy of things after you struggled for them. Because what that means is that from this point on in your life, everything that you receive in your life is going to be a struggle. Comment down below if this is resonating. Comment down below if this is resonating. You have to stop believing that everything that comes into your life, you have to struggle for it. You don't have to struggle. Things can come in effortlessly. Why do you think there's some people who just work so hard for the shit that they do? And then there's some people that just seem to get things so easily. They seem to get things so effortlessly. It's because of their belief. It's because they feel entitled to it. It's because they know energetically. And that's what I'm trying to make you aware of. Matching up to the energy, because I don't know many successful people that feel like they have to struggle for everything. Bob Proctor talked about it. He says if something is giving him too much like resistance, he's not doing it. Now, of course, you're going to have some troubles. Of course, things are going to mess up a little bit. But if your path is looking like straight resistance and resistance and resistance and resistance, I don't know if that's for you. Unless you've created a paradigm where you being met with resistance is how you know you'll be successful. Everything is about how you view things, my love. I want you to know that. Another thing that I had to tell myself today was work is fun for me. You see, a lot of people have this belief about work. It's like, oh, work. I hate work. I have this belief about work. Like, work is fun for me. Work is pleasing to me. Work is therapy. then that means that anything that I get into my life that comes to me, that pays me, will always be satisfying, will always be healthy, will always make me love it. Do you agree? What do you think? I've even told myself that you don't have to struggle for money. Money is going to come to you effortlessly as long as you work on your own energy. As long as you work on being an effortless spirit. You see, your change is not a physical one, it's a psychological one. Your change is not a physical one, it is a psychological one. That means that in order for you to have a change very fast, it's not about how much work you can put in, it's about how fast you can change your psychology. Perspective is everything. And this is something that I recognize. I literally was driving and I was like, every single car is a different reality. Every single car is somebody else's life, somebody else's problem, somebody else's perspective on things. I'm chilling and I'm driving and I'm about to go home, whereas this person is stressed in their car and they're rushing and they got a lot of negative shit going. So there's two different paradigms going on at the same time. You ever seen those movies where the two people, they're deeply connected, but it's like this person is deeply into their life, this person is deeply into their life, and they pass each other by? That is to show you that other paradigms can exist at the same time. Like I said, y'all, if this is something that you want to study deeply, DM me so you can join my mystery school. I teach this on my mystery school, quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics. But here's the reason why I say you should join the mystery school. And listen to me, and you can do this without the mystery school or whatever, but I'm telling you, this is what I think. You cannot learn this today and then go back to your regular life tomorrow. No, this has to become a habit. You have to literally become a new person with a new way of thinking who consumes different content, because every piece of content shapes the way that you think, shapes the way that you see life, shapes the way that you view your life. Do you understand that? So if you take this live today and you learn from it, but then tomorrow you completely forget about it, you didn't learn shit. But in the mystery school, there's meditations on there every day. There is new videos on there that you can constantly relearn and watch new updated videos that will constantly remind you of how you need to think, constantly give you new meditation exercises, constantly teach you. Because what you need is repetition of a certain belief system in order to create a hardened reality. That's all I'm saying. Consistency is needed. If you're not consistent, you can kiss it goodbye. Facts. You can kiss it goodbye. And I just feel like if you're paying for it, you're not going to waste your money. If you're paying for it, you're not going to waste your money. Or are you? I don't know. I feel like if I'm paying for some shit, I'm going to use the shit because ain't no way I'm going to waste my money. Period. So after last night, I started journaling, writing down like how I want my life to be and thinking about it in a lot of detail. And today I woke up feeling different. I woke up feeling so energized and so happy. Like I realized that the key to this is being happy-go-lucky. The key to this is being happy-go-lucky. Being happy about everything, because if you're happy about everything, that's a signal to the universe that this person is just having their way with life. This person is just living the life that they desire. And that's what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, I want you to understand, let me show you what a pendulum is. Let me show you what a pendulum is. Because this is what a lot of y'all are trapped in. You're trapped in pendulums. This is a pendulum. Hold on. This is a pendulum. This is a pendulum. Okay? It swings based off of your energy. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because I need you to understand that people are going to come to you with bullshit, right? They're going to come to you with the already swinging pendulum. This is the pendulum. They're going to come to you with the already swinging pendulum, right? But when you react, you make this pendulum go wider, wider, bigger, bigger. And now this is causing you to continuously get caught. You have to understand that they are constantly trying to catch you in pendulums. So when you go about your day and you're starting to live a positive life, this matrix is hoping to catch you lacking. This matrix is hoping that one day it's going to catch you lacking when you just react. How many of y'all are crash outs? How many of y'all be crashing out mad easy? You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Not at all. So let's go to something else. I'm about to pull something up for y'all. I'm about to pull something up for y'all. Y'all about to see, boy. So look. Hold on. Another thing that I want to talk about. Remember when SpongeBob was saying imagination? Y'all remember that? He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. The key to all of this is your imagination. So look, let's break down some stuff, okay? Let's break down some stuff. I'm about to show y'all right now. We're going to talk about the effortless way. We're going to talk about the effortless way. Being effortless. Okay? Because I think a lot of y'all have been overworking yourself and you weren't aware of it. So, this is chapter 14, and this is what you, so now listen, this is what you get when you join my mystery school. So I'm going to do a little bit of it right here. All right? So this is chapter 14 of the power of awareness. Okay? The principle of least action. This chapter is called effortless way. Okay? Now what I want you to do is I need you to take notes on this. You say you want to change your life. You say you want to change, for all the people that say it's lagging, join Ori on YouTube. If it's lagging. If it's lagging bad, go ahead. So, we about to break this down, and I'm glad I'm recording. The principle of least action governs everything in physics, from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Therefore, in moving from your present state to the state desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. So this is physics. This is science, y'all. And I already know, listening to this is already starting to take a weight off of you. I already know. I'm very aware of what the energy of this does. Imagine you were studying this every day, what that would do for you. Okay? Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. So to make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of least action. And the psychological equivalent is mere assumption. The day you fully realize the power of assumption, you discover that it works in complete conformity with this principle. It works by means of attention minus effort. This is why I asked you, are you aware that your attention goes from here to here to here to here? Because if your attention isn't on imagine you're trying to jump, right? Imagine you're trying to make a long jump. But when you're making the long jump, you start, oh, peanut butter. What do you think you're going to do? You're going to fall. You're going to slip. You're not going to jump successfully. All right. So It works by means of attention minus effort. Thus, with least action, through an assumption, you hurry without haste and reach your goals without effort. So what this means is that you have to assume that you are already the person that you want to become. Hold on, y'all. I need to fix this because I want to be able to. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on, stay with me now. Okay, good. We set up. So look, I can switch back and forth like that. Okay, great. So here we go. Because creation is finished, what you desire already exists. It is excluded from view because you can see only the contents of your own consciousness. And this is why I'm telling you this. What if everything that you've been looking at has not really been real? And what I mean by this is you look at that bank account, but what if that bank account isn't really showing you an accurate number? What if, you know how you could tell somebody, man, you're so talented, you're so beautiful, and they could literally not see it? That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. You literally are talking to someone and you're like, man, you're so dope. You're so beautiful. You're so talented. And they're like, really? Really? They don't see it. And this is what I'm trying to make you aware of. There are things in your life that are signaling the very thing that you desire is already there, but you can't see it because you don't see yourself as worthy of having it yet. So here we go. It is the function of an assumption to call back the excluded view and restore full vision. So when you assume yourself as the person who already has it, then you will start to see it come into your view. It is not the world, but your assumptions. Hold on. TikTok lagging. Hold on. It is not the world, but your assumptions that change. An assumption brings the invisible into sight. It is nothing more nor less than seeing with the eye of God, imagination. But now, what is the eye of God? Let's go back to it. What is the eye of God? 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 Hold on. We got to go to the full painting as if this is not the whole brain with the pineal gland. Hold on. What is the eye of God? What is the eye of God? Because God lives in the brain. What is the eye of God? You see that? You see how that looks like the painting? You see how that looks like the painting? Let's go back. Let's go back. You see that? You see that? You see that? You see what I'm breaking down? You see what I'm breaking down? Y'all make sure y'all join my mystery school. Bitch, I'm top tier. I break shit down. After I finish teaching, you literally have a whole new perspective about shit. So like I said, if you want to join my mystery school, it's YouTube. It's in the description. TikTok, DM me for the link. Exactly. You picking up what I'm putting down. Exactly. So your imagination, let's talk about this. Imagination, right? Let's talk about this. Your imagination, if you look at the word imagination, what do you see that? I am. I magic. It's in the words. Imagination. I am a magic. It's in the words. It's in the words. Somebody put mind blown. Everybody comment mind blown emoji. Mind blown emoji for real. Because a lot of y'all aren't recognizing that you actually have the power to do more than they have told you can do. For God's sakes, the CIA been studying this since 1981. Magi, thank you. What is the word? What is define magi? No, that's wrong. Define magi. Magi. Etymology, they say priest, sorcerer. Magi means to be a sorcerer. And then let's talk about the fact that you say magi, right? Let's talk about the tarot card. What's number one? The magician, right? Or the magus. The magus. The magician card, the magus. The magus. You've been a magician the whole time. They just never wanted you to know that because they've been using you to create through you by forcing you to accept certain programs. Make sure y'all join my mystery school. For God's sakes, it's only $28, but listen to the enlightenment that you're receiving. This is mind-changing, life-changing information. When you learn how to create, you don't need a nigga to give you money. You can make it happen. Anything you want in your life, you can poof, make that shit appear. You are the magus. But guess what? The magus, if you look at the tarot card, right? If you look at the tarot card, you need your cup, your water, right? Your water, which is your emotions. You need your sword, which is your words, your communication, your air energy. You need your pentacles. Your pentacles is your abundance energy. Your pentacles is the abundance mindset, right? And then you need your wand, which is your passion, your creativity. You need all of these things to create successfully. Do you get what I'm saying? If you try to manifest with no real emotion in it, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything. So let's go back to the effortless way, okay? The heart is the primary organ of sense. Hence the first cause of experience. When you look on the heart, you are looking at your assumptions. Now to break this down, this basically means, let's talk about the heart now. Remember in my last live, I talked about your heart is the most expansive chakra. That means that when your heart is feeling something, that's what usually makes you move the most. You loving someone, your heart being into something is the difference between it being successful and unsuccessful. If your heart isn't in it, it doesn't work. Right? And then when somebody's heart is in it, you can feel it, but when their heart is out of it, you can feel it. So when you use your heart and you start to meditate and you start to bring energy to the heart, you start to create a mind-heart coherence where your heart is actually able to heal you. Why is your heart able to heal you? Because the energy that comes from the heart is the most expansive energy. Assumptions determine your experience. Watch your assumptions with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. If you assume that people don't like you, people are not going to like you. If you assume that the job interview isn't going to go well, it's not going to go well. If you assume anything, understand that that is what will become. Okay? Assumptions have the power of objective realization. Every event in the visible world is a result of an assumption or idea in the unseen world. And you have to understand too, yeah, you may have not exactly manifested this exact thing, but you were manifesting things in the essence of it. So yeah, you didn't exactly manifest for your card, your credit card to go overdue, but you were manifesting that you were afraid of money. So then that manifestation starts to go and manifest itself in ways that are in the essence. Okay? The future must become the present in your mind. If you would wisely operate the law of assumption, the future becomes the present when you imagine that you are already what you will be when your assumption is fulfilled. Come on, Ashe. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be. The end of longing should be being. That means stop begging. Stop being like, oh, I really want this. Because guess what? Anytime you put so much emphasis on something, this is called excessive potential. Excessive potential. Whenever you put so much emphasis on something, so much, it gotta work out, it gotta work out, it gotta work out, it's not going to work out. And the reason why is because of that pendulum. When that pendulum, that matrix knows that all I gotta do is mess with this little shit right here. And when I mess with this little shit right here, she gonna crash out. It's easy. That's what they're gonna do. So you have to stop over obsessing about things or over like analyzing things, because it's easy to make you upset. It's a trap. You're trapping yourself. You're setting yourself up to be disappointed. You have to know what's gonna work out and detach. Know how it's gonna work out and detach. Is this making sense? Is this resonating with y'all? Is this resonating with y'all? I'm loving this conversation. I'm loving this conversation. This conversation is so deep. Another thing that I've been wanting to talk about too is like being really magnetic, right? I know a lot of y'all can see my skin. It's very clear, right? How many of y'all have been looking to really level up yourself? Because now we about to get to the second part of the live, which is how to level up. Let me go ahead and this is the second part of the live, how to level up. Okay. Now, I want y'all to understand that leveling up, again, requires you to be more magnetic to the things that you want in life. Okay. But in order for you to become more magnetic to the things that you want in life, you have to move from the heart. Okay? Now, what that means is that you cannot hate yourself and be like, I just hate everything. I just hate how my skin look. I just hate how you can't do that. You can't do that. And then another thing I want to tell you too is psychology. Psychology. See, a lot of y'all don't know how to run game. And when I say run game, I mean in a positive way. Like, you don't know how to work a room. How many of y'all have social anxiety? How many of y'all have social anxiety? I'm asking. What if I told you I know how to teach social anxiety out of you? What if I told you that I knew how to get you more confident in public spaces? But it would actually require you to become a whole new person. You see, every single problem you got, every single problem that you have is going to require you to become a whole new person. Every single problem you have is going to require you to become a whole new person. Look, I ain't even got no filter. No filter. No makeup. This is me. This is energy. Right? Somebody say, teach me. I got you. I got you. One thing I want to let you know also is your birthday plays a factor into it. That's another thing. Your birthday plays a factor into it. Okay? So I'm about to tell you right now. How do I become more magnetic, Ori? Number one, working out is a hack. The reason why working out is a hack is because working out naturally lifts your energy up. Another hack I'm going to tell you is you have to go to the sauna. The sauna will get you glowing like nothing else. Also, you have take collagen. Take collagen. But now we're going to get into how do I get people to feel my aura when I walk into the room? And this is something I want to start doing. I want to start bringing guests up and like start talking to them and start, you get what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is what I'm gonna do is somebody request on Instagram. Somebody request on Instagram. And I'm gonna tell you how you can level up. You're gonna give me your birthday. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna listen to how you talk, and I'm gonna tell you how to level up. Somebody on Instagram, join it and request, and we're gonna do this because I'm about to show you. I really teach psychology, and I really teach people how to make an impact, how to make yourself feel seen and heard. Okay, we got somebody. Hold on. We got somebody. Hold on. Nia, you gotta join. So listen, this about to get interesting. We about to do this. Where you at, Nia? Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Okay, we got somebody. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to turn off my camera because I gotta turn it. All right. So we got Nia here. Introduce yourself, girl. Where you from? Where you from?
Hello?
Oh, I done added 2 people. My bad, y'all. One person at a time. Nia, is this?
Okay. So how do I leave so she can go?
Hold on. I'm gonna remove one random person. Okay, hold on. Okay, boom. All right. Introduce yourself. Where you from? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Chris.
Okay.
From Florida.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
You too.
Okay, Chris, before you even tell me anything, what's your birthday?
9/28.
Okay.
Anything.
9/28. What else?
93.
93. Okay. I'm going to tell you the one thing that's taking away from your attraction. Okay? The one thing that's taking away from your attraction is your stubbornness and the fact that you like to argue. You be arguing, huh?
Sometimes.
Exactly. And the thing about it is that unless you're defending yourself, and you got to know when you actually need to defend yourself, because you get defensive about things, it takes away from your aura. When people say things to you that you don't agree with, you just got to, well, you know what? That's just you. You got to let it roll off. The more you let those things roll off, the more it gives you a suave kind of energy. But when you're constantly arguing with people, or when you're constantly like, no, or da, or getting a little bit heated, it takes away from that femininity also.
Yeah, maybe with my partner, but I don't argue with my friends.
That's good. But when we...
No, that's my man.
So your friends, if we was to bring your friends on here, they wouldn't say you argumentative.
She's right there. She just commented. Her name is Vicky Touche.
What's her?
She's right there. She said, "Hey, friend." That's one of my best friends right there.
Vicky Touche is your friend argumentative. Don't lie.
How is her?
Where's she at?
I don't know.
But one thing I will say is what makes you attractive, though, is your money energy, the way you carry yourself, the fact that, like, I don't know if you do or do not, but what I would say is gravitating towards more of a luxurious look. And luxurious doesn't have to be expensive, but gravitating towards more solid colors, more solid looks, more cleaner, simpler, elegant styles will actually suit you because you're born on the 28th.
Wow. Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Listen. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me, how I do this?
I don't know.
Child, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know how to exit this? Oh, I got it. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and join the magnetism class. If you need to learn, if you need to know how do I join the magnetism class, all you need to do is DM me your birthday. You have to DM me your birthday. You can't join unless you give me your birthday. DM me your birthday, and after I assess your birthday, I will tell you if you're able to join the magnetism class. All right? DM me your birthday right now, everybody who's looking to join. And then the thing about the magnetism class is we do that through your birthday. We look at your birthday. We tell you, okay, how can you use your own energy to become more attractive? But even forget about the birthdays. Psychology is psychology. Psychology is psychology. If I know for a fact that when people are talking and I stay quiet and I don't cut them off, I'm more likely to be liked. You see, some of y'all cut people off and then you wonder why some people don't really like you as much. Cutting people off when they're talking is so unattractive. Being very spacious with people and being super like, I just gotta have my space, it's not attractive. You have to be the type of person where it's like, you have to break out that comfort zone. Just, hey, how are you? A light little touch. Hey, how are you, girl? Where have you been? Ask questions. If you feel like things are starting to get awkward, ask questions. So where are you from? How do you feel about that? You like that? Da 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 da. You have to master the art of small talk. Come on now. And in business, being likable, that is a law of success by Andrew Carnegie. No, is that Andrew Carnegie? Dale Carnegie. Which one is it? It's one of the Carnegies. But being likable is such a success tactic. You got to understand, when you are out, oh, they freeze it. They trying to freeze me. I'm talking too much truth. I'm talking too much truth. I'm talking too much truth. You got to DM me your birthday, y'all. DM your birthday. DM your birthday. DM your birthday. DM me your birthday. We're talking too much truth. What's another magnetism hack that I can tell you too? What's another one that I can tell you? I don't want to give away everything. What's another one that I can tell you? Well, let's talk about the basics. You know, look good, feel good. That's called aesthetic alchemy. One thing that I know is that a couple of tweaks to your aesthetic will already have your energy and your aura buzzing. Another thing too is not being selfish. Being selfish makes you look so unattractive, and it also makes you look so lack. Like when people come around, I'm not telling you to give everything, but like if you're with somebody that you kind of cool with, offer a drink. Hey girl, you want a drink? Like, it just does something. It just does something. It just does something. I can't explain it. It just does something. Another thing I want to tell you that amplifies your magnetism is vitamin D. Here are 2 supplements that I want y'all to take, okay? One supplement that I want y'all to take is obviously magnesium. Magnesium. Y'all see my skin? This is not just luck. This is a lot of hard work. Exfoliation is another thing that I need you. Exfoliate, baby. Exfoliate. And the reason why a lot of y'all skin isn't glowing is because when you exfoliate, you're removing a layer of skin off that's just dead. It's just dead. So make sure y'all exfoliate. A brand that I recommend, Dermalogica. All right? So listen, man. Like I said, y'all go ahead and check out the mystery school. DM me if you want to join the mystery school. DM me. We done got some people. We got some DMs. Hold on. Let's see what birthday is coming up. We got some DMs. Let's see what birthday coming up. If you're born on the 11th, if you're born on the 11th, if you're born on the 20th, if you're born on the 23rd, if you're born on the 30th, you got some magnetism energy. I ain't gonna lie, you got some energy going on. You got some energy going on, especially if you born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd. Especially if you're born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, but you don't know why though. You don't know why, and that's the kicker. You don't know why. And that's what I'm here for.